Yo, what's up guys, Ain't here, welcome back to another video here. Today we're starting a new series. I'm trying this again. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a map of the world. All the colors that I choose are the colors that I choose, but if you think a color for a flag is better than the one I choose, then choose that one. So first you're gonna grab black concrete, obviously, for the outlines. We're gonna start with probably the most central country in the world. Central African Republic. Give me a moment. So this is the coordinate 00. This is where we're going to start. We're going to start with the Central African Republic in this video, and we'll do a different country in the next video. So here we go. We're going to start from this bottom corner. Just follow along with me as I poorly describe what I'm doing. We're going to start from this bottom corner. Actually, we got to make sure we're facing north. My compass is not there. Oh. Don't be an idiot. Step 1, don't be an idiot. Okay. So this way is north. So going north, because you want, we're going to make a map as well in the game. We're going to put it, and instead of having to reorientate everything, just point north, and you won't have to do that. So pointing north, from your starting block, go up one, and then to the right. So you got this little Tetris shape. And then from this block, you're going to, so still pointing north, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you should have this, and we're gonna get, because in the future it's gonna be a yellow block here. Let's make sure. Yep, that is 5 blocks. I should have done this ahead of time, but this is last minute. So then you're gonna place a block here arching off of it, but you're gonna break it. Because you're gonna go diagonal. I'm only having to do that if you're on the grass, you don't need to do that. Just place it diagonal. But if you're in the water world like me, then obviously do it like that. And then from there, you're gonna go up 2, take your yellow concrete, go up 2, take your black concrete, go up another 2, and then replace the yellow with black. And make sure again that it's 2, 4, and 6. Okay, so 2, 4, and 6. You got 6 blocks up. You should have something that looks like this. If you have something that looks like this, you're doing it right. So here we go. Now we're gonna go. Sorry. Now we're gonna go up diagonally by 1. Then we're gonna go up diagonally again and across by 1, and we're gonna do that one more time. So now you got something that looks like this. Then you're gonna go up diagonally 2 times of 1 by 1 blocks. And then you're going to go up diagonally and place a block up. So instead of across, it's up. And then you're going to do that one more time. Sorry. Then you're going to go up diagonally 2 one more time. And then you're going to do that straight up block one more time. So you should have something that looks like this. If you have something that looks like that, you're doing it right. Then we're going to go up diagonally by 1. We're going to go 2 blocks up, and then you're going to place a yellow concrete on the inside. And you should have something that looks like that, and then you're going to add 2 more blocks there. So in total, that should be 5 blocks tall. Okay? Then we're going to go, and this is going to be quick, go up 2 like that, up 2 like that, break that block. Then you're going to go up diagonally by 1. Then you're going to go up 2 like that. You're going to go up 2 like that. So it should be 5 in this direction here to the west. Like that. Okay? Now I'm going to take a break and grab green concrete for a moment. I don't like how green concrete appears on the maps, and you'll see what I mean, but we're going to use green because it's the closest thing I have to the color here that I can think of. So you're going to go back to your black. You're going to go up here. Okay, where we left off, and instead of placing any black, you're gonna go up with yellow like that on top, so it looks like an eye. And then you're gonna place your green on top of that. Sorry, you're gonna place your green on top of that. Okay, and then you're gonna go and outline it, and you're gonna place 2 more green. So you should have 3 green there, and then you're gonna place 2 more black taller than that. Okay, so that's what you should have. Again, recap, this is what you should be looking like. That's 3 green blocks. Now, take your yellow and go in a line like this for a few blocks and do the same line with the green. This is the divide between the yellow and the green on this section of the flag. So, don't fill it in yet. anything under this line will be yellow, anything above that line will be green until we get to the next line. Got it? Cool, okay. So let's continue going. Now you're going to go back up to this black block that we left off on. You're going to go up by 1, and then another one, okay? Standard 2, and then you're going to do that, but make it a 3. Clicking's hard. So now we have a 2 and then a 3, okay? Now you're going to go diagonally up 1, place another one just for safety. And here's what you're going to do. You're going to take your green on, you're going to place a third block, take your green, do this. So now you should have like an R. And now you're going to take your green and do this. So now you have a floating green block. And then you're going to place your black until it's above 2. So now you have something that looks like teeth. Okay? Should have something like that. Then we're going to go up diagonally by 1 2 times. Sorry. Like that. Let me know if I'm doing a good job. Am I doing a good job, guys? Are you following along? Anyway. Then you're going to go back up to this block. Another one. But then you're going to go up by 2, so now it should be 3. But then you're going to make it a R. Make it a little crooked, okay? Then you're going to go up from this, and you're going to go to the right 2. Okay, up to the right. Got it? Then you're going to go up diagonally by 1. So now we're going to grab white concrete. Oh, sorry. First day with the new fingers. So when you grab your white concrete, this is what you're going to do. You're not using it yet, but you're going to go up by 1, and then another. So you have that standing one again. By the way, this is what you should be having. Okay? This is it. What you should be having. So now we're going to go back to this. And you're going to do that 3 more times. Okay? So you're going to do it 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. So now you have it 3 more times. On this block, make a green. Okay? So you should have 4 in total, and on the 4th one you should have a green, making it a Tetris shape. And on top of that green, you're going to place another one of those, and you're going to do this 2 more times. Ready? Oh, lag. 1, and then 2. So now you should have 3 more for a total of 7. Okay? Now do me a favor, go down to this green block that we placed, and you're going to go across in a line. You're going to place white on top in a line like that. Now anything from here to that green line will be green. Don't fill it in yet. And anything above this line will be white until we get to the next color. Okay? Do not fill it in yet. Now we're getting to the hard part for me, not for you. Alright, so... Oh, it's nighttime. I should give myself night vision. Alright, I gave myself night vision so I didn't have to skip the night, because I do want to see how long this takes me in days. So, now we're going to go back to this block that we left off at, and we're going to go up diagonally by 3. So 1, 2, and 3, okay? So 1, 2, 3, diagonal. Then we're going to go... Sorry. Then we're going to go up another one and place a block on top of that. Now we got that 2 guy again. Matter of fact, we're going to make him a 3 guy. See, you didn't see that one coming. Now we're going to go from here. We're going to place 2 more of these. Grab your white, place that. So there should be a 2 block gap in between the black of the upper diagonal and between the white, and this should look like an L for now, and then we're going to place another 2 blocks so it's even longer. Now it's a recliner, you know, like like something you lay on or something. Now we're going to go up diagonally and place 2 more blocks, so it should be a 3. By the way, this is what you should have. Okay, this is what it should be looking like. If it's not, then you have a problem, not me. Then we're going to go up diagonally and make these little 2s 2 times, right? So for a total of 2. So 2 and 2. Excuse me, guys. It's hard to see. It's hard to see the color. Because this is Chad right here. And so the dark blue blends in with the black. It's hard to see the border. Give me a moment. Alright, so then we're going to go up 1. Okay? And then we're going to go up and make a tall 2. Okay? A tall 2. This is, I'm going to refer to this as a tall 2. This is a long 2. And long 3, or sorry, long 3, tall 3. So in the future, that's what I mean, if you're not looking at the screen. Then you're going to place a white block here, okay? And you're going to place a tall 2 right next to it. And now it looks like 2 people kissing or something. But you're going to go up here and place 2 blocks like this. So it's somebody dunking on another human being. You see that? Okay. Then we're going to go down and place a tall 2 going downwards, okay? And now we're going to place a Tetris little tiny L going down like that. So this is what you should have. Okay, you should have that. If you don't have that, you're a failure. We're going to go up diagonally by 1. And matter of fact, we're going to make it 2. Again, it's hard to see this border. And now, real quick, for just later, it's going to help us. And this is going to really come in handy. You're going to grab blue concrete. And on this block, go up placing a blue line, okay? Because that will be the blue border for the Chad flag. I want a darker blue, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So for now, that's a placeholder. Just remember that. And next to it, because here, actually, first we'll do this. We're going to place a long 2 coming out of that blue, and we're going to place a yellow line matching the length. So that will be the blue for the Chad flag. This is going to be the yellow for the Chad flag. That's just for future reference, so that we don't have to do it later and figure out where it is, okay? So now we know where it is. Now, we're going to do this long 2 3 more times upwards. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we should have 4 long 2s. Now we're going to do something here. We're going to place 2 whites. We're going to place another 2 whites. And we're going to place another 2 whites. But we're going to break the middle 2 whites to make it look like a gap in the middle of the teeth that the Tooth Fairy will come and collect. Okay, cool. And we're going to place a line of black on top of that. Got it? So this is what you should be dealing with. Okay, that's what you should be dealing with. I should turn off particles, but I'm too lazy to deal with it. Now we're going to place another 2 white coming out of here. You're going to place 2 black on it. Then you're going to place another 2 black with a white in the middle, so now you have a little gap there. You're going to place another 2 black. Actually, 3 black, sorry, I lied. And you're going to place 2 white. So this should be your pattern for this little line. Because instead of counting, you might as well do this. It's a lot easier, you know what I mean? Now we're going to go up diagonally by 1 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 up diagonally by 1. Okay? Then we're going to go do 2 long 2s upwards. 1 and 2. So now it should be looking like that. Let's look over this entire build. You should be at this point. And if your shape looks a bit wonky, that's a you problem, not me, okay? Then we're going to go up diagonally by 2 left. So ready? 1, 2. We went out instead of in this time. Now give me a moment while I figure this next part out. Okay, I figured it out. Don't worry, I'm smart, unlike you. Alright, so we're going to go up. Nope, not like that. We're going to go up like this. So from those 2s, you're going to make a long 2. Okay? And then you're going to go to the right. 2. Okay? So now you place a white here for a moment. These 2 blocks. These are white. You're going to go out 1 more white because we're going to place a blue on top of that. That's right. We've gotten to the blue of the flag. Again, it might just be the night vision playing with me, but that blue isn't dark enough. But whatever. Again, if you think a color would be better, pick that color. Okay, so now on top of this blue, we're not going to do a line yet. We're not going to do a line, and you'll see why. But so from on top of that blue, place 2 of these black blocks. Now take your yellow concrete, okay, and place one up like this. Okay, you see that? And then make a gap of 2 and place another one. So it should look like this. And then we're going to take our black concrete and place until we go and extend out from 2. So it should be 2 black, yellow with a black under it, 2 black, a yellow with a black under it, 2 black. So it should look like that. Let's recap here. This is what you should have. Okay? And if you mess this up again, it is completely your fault. Now we're going to take a blue, and we're going to place it here. And we're going to place a black on top of it. We will come back to this black. But this blue signifies... Sorry, I keep pulling up the map. This blue signifies... Actually, I'll put the map in the hand. Oh, we're off the map. It doesn't matter. I'll put it in my inventory. Sorry. This blue signifies the end of the left side of the flag. Because... Okay, that's not what I typed. First day with the new hands. Because there will be a red line going down to the bottom of the flag. Don't do it yet, because we haven't done the bottom of the flag. But this is as far as the left side of the flag goes before the red part starts. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do a little test from this block right here. We're going to do something from this block right here. Okay? So actually, let's take this pattern that I did before. We're going to get rid of this pattern. And we're going to replace it with something that looks like this. Okay? So now it looks like smaller teeth. So now we're going to go back to this block. So now it looks like this. 1 and a 2. It looks like an eye sideways. Okay? And we're going to go down diagonally. And if we meet up... My game froze. Okay, and if we meet up with that line of blue, we have done this right. Moment of truth. Okay, so we're going to go down diagonally. 3. But we're going to interchange with colors so that we remember where we're at. Okay, so we're going to do that 3 more times. Okay, so now we've done that 3 more times. We're going to do it another 3 times. Okay, that's our 3rd line. We're going to do a 4th one. Okay, now we're going to do a 5th one. Okay, and now one last one. This should be in line with the blue. Here's how we're going to figure this out. Are you ready for this? We're going to go up from here, and we're just going to place... We're going to... Oh, we lost a line. We're going to keep placing, and bang! We've done it right. So that means we are good. And if you truly want to do it right now, because there is nothing that's going to change, if you truly want to, you can fill in the white of the flag here. But we are going to connect this bottom corner to our white line to see if it does match up. So let's connect this and make a little outline. And bang! So that white section is accurate. And now if you want to fill it in, go ahead. Pause the video and go fill it in. That is done. Oh, I gotta actually... Because the blue on this side of the flag is very minimal. So yeah. You can go fill that in if you want. It doesn't matter. Now we're going to quickly go back up here and finish this little last line. And then we're going to go do the bottom of the flag for a moment. I know we're jumping about. And some people might be like, oh, but there's a different way to do this. Well, too bad. This is my way of doing it, okay? So we're going to place another black. So we should have 2. 1 on the blue, 1 on the red. Okay, and on this red, you're going to place a yellow block like this. Then, do me a favor, place 2 yellows and then 1 more, and break it. Oh. Okay, and now you should have, again, a little gap of 2 in between these. We're going to place a line of black until it hangs over by 1. Okay? So you should have something that looks like that. So just a recap, that's the top of the flag so far. We're now going to go and do the bottom of the flag so far. And we're going to stop at about the same point, because I just want to make sure that the left side is correct. So now bear with me here. You're going to go up like this from this bottom block. You remember that? You're going to go up diagonally by 1, and then place upwards until you come in contact with that yellow. See, it has a purpose after all. Then you're going to go to the right one, so it's still connected to that same thing, and then you're going to go up 3 blocks. Okay, so that should be 4 long in total, but only 3 actually is not, blocked. Then you're going to go up diagonally with a tall 2, like that. So it should look like this. Okay, now for this one, this next line, it's going to be a little bit harder to count. So we're just going to do it like this, okay? So we're going to place that 1 diagonally there. You're going to go up with 2 yellow and then place a 3rd. And then you're going to break the first 2. Okay? Then you're going to place another yellow above that and then break the one in between. So place 2 and then break the one in the middle. So now you should have something like this. And then place another yellow on top of that. So now it's an upside down eye. If you're, it's an exclamation mark. That's what that's called. Then you're going to mirror that, and you should have something that looks like this. We're going to take our black concrete and place until we overhang by 2. So it should look like this. Okay? If you don't have that, you're doing it wrong. And you're going to go from this top block and go to the right one. Then you're going to go up diagonally with a long 2, like that. Then you're going to go up diagonally with a long 4. Okay, that's 4 blocks. You're going to do that 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now you should have something that looks like this. Those are 4s. Okay, so you're starting to see the shape now. You're going to go down diagonally with a long 3. Okay, then you're going to go down diagonally with a long 4. So you should have something that looks like this. That last 4 ends at the same level that the first 4 started, over here. Then you're going to go place a backwards Tetris L, like this, down like that, okay? Little pocket, if you will. Damn it, sorry, overshot. Then you're going to go up diagonally by 1 and go to the right 2. Okay, so it should be a 3. And then you're going to go down and place that. Now give me a moment. So this is also going to be going down, but this isn't connected to the flag. So you're going to do me a favor here, and you're going to place like a Tetris T, okay? But you're going to take your yellow concrete, go up 2, place a 3rd, and break the first 2, okay? And then go up 2, break the 1st, go up 2, break the 1st, okay? Now we're going to take our black concrete and go until we overhang it by 2. So it should look like that. Now we're going to take down here, you're going to take 2 yellow concrete, go down, place a 3rd, break the first 2, place another one on that, and now grab your black concrete and place it until it overhangs by 2. So that is one continuous line, and it should look like that, okay? If it doesn't look like that, you have a problem. Now we're going to go back up to this top block up here, and we're going to continue with the Central African Republic, because that's the DRC Republic of the Congo border. You're going to go up diagonally above these yellows and go up 2, so it's a tall 3, okay? And then you're going to go in, this is in, so to the east is in, to the west is out. You're going to go in diagonally up by 1 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Got it? That looks good. Then you're going to go up diagonally with 2 tall 2s. 1 and 2. So now we're going to take a break, okay? And you're going to take your yellow, you're going to place it here on that tall 2. So it should look like this. Okay, you're going to place a yellow there, and you're going to go in a straight line and see if you match up with the yellow line from before. I do in this case. That means I did it right. If yours doesn't look like that, if it doesn't connect up, make sure you go back and figure out what you did wrong. Okay? Now we're going to go up diagonally with 1s 4 times, okay? So we're going to do it like this. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So that should look like that. You're going to take your green concrete, and you're going to go on top of the yellow. In this case, it doesn't matter much to see if I did it right. I already know I did. But it's just nice to have that line at the bottom, okay? So you should have it look like that. Okay, let's see if I land on the block. I do. I'm awesome. Now you're going to go up diagonally and have a long 2. Okay, now you're going to go up again. You're going to place only 1 block for once. You're going to take your green concrete. Okay, you're going to place 2 and then a 3rd. You're going to break the first 2. Okay, and you're going to place until you overhang by 2, so it should be 5 blocks long. Now, here is the test. Because that should be the green line, and this should be the red line. So we're going to go up with the red line, because that's the only one that doesn't depend on anything else to not be there so far. And bang. Okay, so our red line is in the correct place. Okay, so if yours doesn't connect up, go back and check where you messed up, okay? The reason you place these blocks when you do is so that you have them there and you know that you did something right in the moment, so you don't figure it out later that you messed up. We're going to place our green line all the way to connect. Shows that we did do it right there. And that should be all of the left side of the flag. If you really want to, you can go in right now and fill in the white section, the green section, and the yellow section. I won't for this moment. I will finish it later. Just as I do everything else. I will put it off till later. Now we're going to go back up to the top of the flag. And from this point that we left off, right here, we're going to go up by 1, so it should be to the right of that yellow block we placed, and go with a long 3, okay? Now we're going to go do that again, but with long 2s, and we're going to do it 2 times, okay? So that's what it should look like. Now we're going to go up diagonally by 1 5 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's what it should look like. Now you're going to go up with a tall 2. Okay, tall 2. Now we're going to go up diagonally 1 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, 8. So it should be 8 times. Then you're going to do that tall 2 again, in the same way that you did it before. So this is what it should look like. 5, 2, 8, 2. Okay? That's what it should look like. And again, if it doesn't look right, that's because you did it wrong and not me. Now you're going to go up to this tall 2, and you're going to do a tall 4. 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to go up diagonally 1. Just 1. And now we're also going to go up diagonally with a long 2. Okay? And matter of fact, we're going to do that 3 more times. Oh, that's a mess up. There we go. 1, 2, 3. So now that should be 4 total. If it's not 4 total, you have messed up. You're going to take your red concrete. I pressed every number before I got there. And on the edge of the first 2, under the second 2, you should have a red here. So make sure you have 3 blocks until you go up. Okay? And we're going to place a line down like this. You're going to take your blue and place a line down like that. Because that is the edge of the middle red section. Now, to make sure that we did this correctly, we're going to go back down to the bottom of the flag. Because you got to make sure at all points that you have not messed up. Trust me, I've tried this enough times and messed up in Africa enough times to know that I need to do this. Okay? So we're going to go down to this 5 that we left off at. We're going to go down diagonally by 1. Okay? Now we're going to go down diagonally with 3 long 3s. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So that's what it should look like. Then we're going to go down diagonally by 1. Then we're going to go down diagonally with 2 tall 2s. Okay, so 1, 2. So it should look like that. If you have that, you're doing it right. You're going to go down diagonally by 1. Now you're going to take your red here. Again, I pressed every button before I got there. You're going to go 2 reds, place another 2, break the first 2. You're going to go down diagonally and place until you overhang the reds by 2. That's what it should look like. You might think that there was an easier way to do that. There was. But it's successful in the end, so it doesn't really matter. Then you're going to go down with a long 2. Okay? Then you're going to go from this long 2. You're going to place 2 reds, place a 3rd, break the first red, or the second red, place a black under the first red, break the first red, and place until you overhang by 2. So it should be 5 blocks long. Now we're going to do a little wave pattern, okay? You're going to go down with a long 2, okay, before going up with a long 2. So it should be a little wave. And then you're going to place a long 3. So it should look like this. Okay? If you don't have that, you did it wrong. You're going to place this long 3 2 more times. So 1, 2. That's what it should look like. Now, on the first long 3, you're going to place a red block right here. Okay? You're going to place a yellow block here. And we're going to go up in a red line until we connect with our red line, hopefully, from before. Let's see if I did this right. And I did. I did, in the end, do it right. So now you can fill in that red section if you so badly please, if you've done it right. If you didn't do it right, figure out where you messed up. Okay? That would be so nice of you. So you could take like the yellow line from here and go, and then green and then white. We're not going to do that, because we need to make sure with our placing that we've done it right, not from here. Because even if we do it from here, we can mess up here. So we got to do it from here instead of taking it from there. Okay, don't do that. Got it? So actually, we're going to stick with the bottom first, and we're going to do this yellow section, because this yellow section's a bit sad. Oh, I don't even know where I'm at. I looked away for one moment. Now we're going to go up by 1. Okay, and then on this one, you're going to make a long 2. Okay, and then you're going to go up by 2 like this. So you make a backwards L. Should look like that. Then we're going to make 2 tall 3s. 1 and 2. Okay, so you should have something that looks like that. Then you're going to go up diagonally by 1. And you're going to take your yellow concrete. And from this one, you're going to place in a straight line from here. Oh, come on. There we go. So now I'm going to go in a line. I'm actually going to take the red and make this easier for myself. And let's see. Do I, in the end, reach up with the yellow? I do. So that's where the yellow line is. So you could fill in that yellow section if you want. Then you're going to go up by 1. Place 2, 3, 4, and down by 1. So there should be 3 block gap right there, okay? You're going to take your yellow again. You're going to place it here. You're going to place your green here. You could also do this. Nothing's stopping you from doing that. Underneath this yellow, you're going to place a long 2, okay? Then underneath that, you're going to place a long 3, okay? Then you're going to go up with a long 3. So it should look like this. Then you're going to go up diagonally by 1. Now you're going to take your yellow concrete and you're going to fill in the line. And in fact, I will even do this. That is it for the yellow on the flag. There will be no more yellow on the flag. Okay? So again, if you want to fill in all the yellow, you can go fill in all the yellow. Now we're going to go back up to the top of the flag, because we're going to now finish the blue section. And I want to do this first because on the image I have, it borders Sudan. And the part of Sudan that it borders has black in its flag, so the border's harder to see. So we're going to do that to make sure I get it out of the way first. So you're going to take your blue concrete, you're going to place 2, you're going to place a 3rd, you're going to break the first 2, and then just leave that there, okay? You're going to go up and place a 5 above it. You place that there, remember, to make sure that it is 5 blocks without having to count it. You can do it really quick, you don't have to count it. It's kind of counterintuitive, but it works, so cry about it. You're going to go down diagonally by 1. And to the right of this, you're going to do this little shape right here, okay? And then you're going to go up 3 blocks up here. 1, 2, and 3. So now that should be 5 blocks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that's 5 blocks. And now you're going to go down diagonally by 2. 1, 2. Okay? You're going to go down with a tall 2. 1, 2. Again, tall 2. You're going to go down diagonally 1 by 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 times. So again, it should look like this. Now you're going to go down with 3 long, tall 2. Sorry, 1, no, 2, 3. So there should be 3 tall 2s. Then you're going to go down with a tall 3. Okay? Now we're going to grab our green concrete. We're going to place a green right here. And we're going to place a black right here. So it should make a little thumbs up. That's going to be the green of the flag of Sudan. This is going to be the black of the flag of Sudan, okay? Now you're going to take your blue concrete. You're going to place 3 and break the first 2. Alright? Then you're going to place 2. You're going to break the first one. Now you're going to take your black and go in this line from the under the 2. You're going to place and overhang it by 2. You should have that little pattern. So if it doesn't look like this, you have done it wrong. Then we're going to do a little wave again. So we're going to go in and down, so the long, or tall 2. Then we're going to go in even more and do the same tall 2. Then we're going to go out and do the same tall 2. So it's a little wave. And now we're going to go in and do a tall 3. Now you're going to take your blue concrete. And on this line, from the top of the tall 3, go across, and we're going to even continue the red line here, and we're going to make sure that this blue line matches up with the blue line. It does. So the blue has been perfected. Okay? You're going to take your white concrete, and you're going to do the same, even though it's abundantly obvious that you have it, seeing as the blue matches up. But we're going to do it anyway, just so I have it. Okay, so it does match up, obviously. So you're going to go down by 1. You're going to take your white concrete. You're going to place 2 underneath that. And then you're going to place another 2 and break the first 2. You're going to take your black concrete and overhang it by 2. So it should be 6 blocks total. Now you're going to go down like this by 1. You're going to go to the right 3, so it's a long 4. On top of the 4th block, you're going to go upwards to make a little reclining thing. Then, from the 3rd block, you're going to go down by 3. So it should look like this, like a toilet. Okay? Then you're going to go down diagonally by 1 to the left, down by 2, so you make a tall 3, and you're going to add another 2, so it should be an L. Okay? Which is what you take all the time, weirdly. Now, you're going to go down diagonally by 1, place another one, you're going to take your white concrete, make it a little diagonal from the 2 that you placed, and place 3 more black. So it should be another 5. Again, you place these to make sure you've done it right, so that when you come back later, you're like, huh, where did I mess up? And if you see that I have that there, and you have that there, you know that you didn't mess up on that. You might have messed up somewhere else, okay? So it might seem stupid. It will help you later. Trust me, it helped me later too. We're going to go down with a long 2, okay? We're going to go down diagonally 3 times. 1, 2, 3, okay? You got that? We're going to go down with a long 2 again, and then another diagonal 1. Okay? We're going to go down diagonally and make a tall 3. On the bottom of the 3, we're going to go to the left, make a little L backwards, and we're going to go down 2 more. We got a lightning bolt. We're going to go down diagonally once 3 times. You see this? 3 times. Let me check my timer. Alright, I hope I didn't just mess up the video, because my timer did not make a sound, so I don't know if I went over 60 minutes or not. I don't think I did. No. Okay. Alright, so thankfully I don't think I ruined the video, because if I ruined it, I'm not trying it again. Now from this bottom 3 here, we're going to go down with 3 long 2s. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 long 2s. Now we're going to go down diagonally with 2, just 1 2s. 2 1s, sorry. Then we're going to go down with a tall 2. You're going to take your white concrete here, and you're going to place it right here. And we're going to go in a line and see if we mess it up. Because I might have messed it up there because I had to take a moment to hopefully not have a heart attack. And we're going to keep going in this line. And we find that I did do it right. Would you look at that? I'm just so good. I'm so unbelievably good. So before we connect the green line, we're actually going to place the next few blocks here. We're going to go down diagonally once, 3 times. Okay? Like that, 3 times. So again, this is what it should look like. Okay, now we're going to take our green concrete and go in a line. Okay, so we have all of that correct. We have one little section of the flag left to go, and then we're done with the CAR, and all that's left to be done is to fill it in. I will spare you the trouble of me filling it in. Trust me, that is the most annoying part, And it's the... it's one of the worst things about this, besides doing the big countries, is filling them in. So you're going to go down diagonally again, and go down 2. So you have a tall 3. And then you're going to go left on the 3, and then down 1. So you have a mini lightning bolt this time. Sorry, that's my bad. You're going to go down with a long 2. Tall 2. Sorry, tall 2. You're going to go down diagonally by 1. You're going to do another tall 2. And then you're going to do another 1. Oh, that's an accident. Okay. And then we're going to do a long 2 this time. That's a long 2. You're going to go down diagonally 1. And we're going to do a long 2 more times. Oh, that wrong thing. There you go. So this is what it should look like. Okay. Alright, I went ahead and did the rest on my little thing. So I have the correct things. We're going to do another long 2. And then we're going to go down by 1 here. You're going to take your green concrete. You're going to place 2 green concrete. Place a third and break the first 2, okay? And then place another green concrete under it. And place your black until it overhangs by 2. Then you're going to go down diagonally to the right by 1. You're going to place another one, so you have a long 2. And then you're going to go to the left 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So it should be 4. We're also going to real quick take some light blue concrete. We're going to place it right here. This should be the light blue for the flag of South Sudan. We're actually going to even go up to this long 3, or these 3 diagonals right here. And we're going to place, like this, some yellow for the star. Okay, so we know where these things go later. Now we're going to go back here. Also, actually, you can even place some green concrete here if you so badly please. We're going to go back to this block. We're going to go down diagonally by 1. Okay? Now you're going to take your green concrete. You're going to place 2. Place a third, break the first 2. Okay? You're going to place another 2. Place a third, break the first 2. Okay? So now you should have a gap like that. And you're going to place black until it overhangs by 2, as usual. So that's what it should look like. This is what this section should look like. You're going to go back to this block, and you're going to go up with a long 2. Okay? You're going to go up again, place 2 black concrete. You're going to get your green concrete, go on top of it, go diagonal like this, okay? And you're going to place another one, and then you're going to keep placing black until you overhang by 2. This is what it should look like. I know, verbally I might not be the best, but if you have eyes and you're not blind, and if you are blind, what are you doing here? But if you're not blind, this is what it should look like, okay? No offense to the blind people, okay? I like Stevie Wonder, but why are you following a tutorial if you can't see? Because how are you going to play the game? You know, whatever. I'm sure blind people have a way to play Minecraft. You're going to go up with a long 2. If a chimp can play Minecraft, I'm sure we found out a way to get blind people to play Minecraft, you know what I mean? Anyway. There's people here that's never seen my channel before, like, what is this guy talking about? Why is he yapping like this? This is what I'm like normally. And trust me, I'm not making anything up here. Then we're going to go up with a long 3. Okay? We're going to go down diagonally by 1. So this is what it should look like. Because I am orientating myself in weird ways, you might get disorientated, but this is what it should look like. Then you're going to go down diagonally with a long 2. Tall 2. Tall 2. Then you're going to place a diagonal again. And now you're going to place a long 2. So this is what it should look like. Now take your green concrete. Place 2. Place another 2. Break the first 2. Go down diagonally and place enough black to overhang by 2. Come on, place a line. There you go. That's what it should look like. Now you're going to go up with a long 2. Okay? You're going to even do it again. Because why not? More the merrier, right? Then you're going to place 2 diagonal 1s down. Now we're in the home stretch. Literally. Okay, so we're going to place a long 3 diagonally. And now we should be able to place another long 3 diagonally. And bang, we have done it successfully correct. Okay, so actually let's connect our green line up to the bottom here. Bang, we have done it correctly. Now, if yours doesn't look like this, go back and find where you missed. Trust me, it's frustrating, and I've messed up 1,000 times. So, make sure you go slow when you watch these videos. And don't fill it in until you are finished with the outline and you know you've done it right. Because I know I told you to fill it in and you know, whatever. But it gets annoying when you fill it in, you do it wrong, and you have to break all of it. So, PSA for future reference. Don't fill it in unless you know you did it right, which is why I said you can fill it in now, because we know we did that right. Okay? But make sure you actually did it right before you fill it in. Now, if you'll excuse me, I will fill this in real quick. Alright, that is it for the coloring. Don't leave yet, there's more. I forgot to mention this, but if you go to the red part here, on the second long 2, so you should be able to find this easily, place a line of red, and then on the first long 2, place a line of yellow. That will be the red and the yellow on the Chad flag. So that is for future reference there. Now, if you care about having a flag map in your actual world, here's how you do it. Obviously, I don't have a perfect area to do this yet, so I'm just going to make a makeshift one right here. Take planks or something. What are they called? Item frames? Okay. And you're going to just create a platform. Obviously, don't do it like I'm doing. This is a makeshift one. Go out somewhere, like over there. Like, go a good distance, because there won't be anything over there. It just will be water. Okay? You could also save this for when we get to the coast of Africa. That's probably a better idea, but for future reference, this is how you make a flag map. Okay, so you're going to need flags. Or the map, obviously. Okay? And you're going to need the map. So, this will be our bottom left corner. And as you see, it's filled in. Now, we're going to go to the white section up here. Okay? And we should have, yep, okay. Just fill in that corner. And you're going to go right back down to the thing. Alright. So now it looks like Australia. Now we're going to go do the same for the other sides. Alright. And obviously don't make the same mistake that I just did later on when you do this. Use empty maps and not a locator map. But there you go. So that's how you would do it in the future. Now, I am not making another part of this unless I get feedback in the comment section that says do this more. Okay, I need comments that tells me to do this more. I need likes on this video. I will not, I'm holding this hostage from you. I will not make another one unless at least one person tells me in the comment section do another one. Okay? And a like goal of like 20 likes or something. So this is what it should look like. In the next video, if I do it, we probably will do the Republic of the Congo or something like that. Or South Sudan. Something like that, something along those lines. We're going to outline the Democratic Republic of Congo because that's massive and I'd rather do everything around it before I do it. So, yep, I will see you guys if there's another one of these. Xana, peace out. See you guys.